Good morning. Welcome to another session of Pasture Talk. I want to continue today in our look at Psalm 139. The other time we looked at the opening 6 verses where David pondered God's omniscience. And he said his understanding of God's omniscience was too wonderful. It was too high. But he continues in verse 7, discussing God's omnipresence, and he says, "Where can I go from your spirit, or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend into the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there your hand shall lead me, and your right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall fall on me, even the night shall be light to you, and the light about me. Indeed, the darkness shall not hide from you, but the night shines as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to you." So he concludes in the omniscience that God has hemmed him in behind and before and placed his hand upon him. And then he realizes that the omnipresence of God means that no matter where he is, the hand of God shall lead him. That he can never get away from the presence of God. The writer of Hebrews tells us that we shouldn't worry, we shouldn't be concerned, because God has promised to never leave us nor forsake us. And he can do that because he's everywhere. He's omnipresent. He's not in everything, as some religions would want to say, but he is everywhere. We can't get away from the presence of God. So, as I said in a message that I did, no matter how much we try, we can't avoid God. For those that want to run from him, that's a little disconcerting. For those of us who are trying to rely on him and look to him in facing life, difficulties, challenges, and even in our day-to-day living, it's comforting to know that we're never alone. God is always with us. There is no circumstance, no situation, no difficulty that can remove us. Paul says in Romans chapter 8, nothing can separate us from the love of God. So as I consider his omniscience, well, at one side of me there is this little uneasiness that God knows everything about me. It's comforting to know that he knows me and he knows everything else so extensively. There's nothing my God cannot know and therefore cannot guide me through. And his omnipresence, it reminds me that I'm never alone in my thoughts. I'm never alone in my activities. So one, I should, as Paul said, in everything and everywhere, do all that I can to please him because he's there. But on the other side, it's comforting to know that I'm never alone. Even when I feel like I'm separated from all human activity and relationship, God is there. And even when I'm amongst people and I'm feeling alone, God is there. Will give me the words to say, will give me the wisdom to get through whatever it is that I face. And he is there in my successes and in my failures. And he loves me. He cares for me. His hand leads me. We're going to take a look at Psalm 23 here in a few days. And there David says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, your right hand shall lead me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. The omnipresence of God. So reassuring in all times, but very reassuring in times like these. God bless you, and walk with your shepherd today, for he has promised to be right beside you. Have a good day.